Sometimes it happens when I'm just lying in bed at night, staring at the ceiling. And suddenly, boom, my brain decides to replay that moment. You know the one. Maybe it's a breakup. Maybe it's something someone said that cut too deep. Maybe it's a mistake I made, or a failure I can't seem to shake. And even though it's been months, sometimes years, there it is again. Like a rerun I didn't ask for. Why does that happen? Why is it so hard to let go? We say we want peace, right? We tell ourselves, I'm over it. But then we're in the shower or we're driving home, and suddenly we're reliving the whole thing in our head. Word for word, feeling for feeling. It's exhausting. And I started thinking, maybe it's not just me. Maybe letting go is just part of being human. But damn, it's hard. Our brains are story machines. We like things to have a beginning, middle, and end. But life? Life is messy. Sometimes people leave without explaining. Sometimes things happen and there's no resolution. And our minds don't like that. So we loop. We replay the past, try to rewrite the ending in our heads. If only I said this. If only they hadn't done that. But no matter how many times I replay it, the past doesn't change. It just stays there. You know what I learned, though? There's actually a reason for this. Psychologists call it rumination. It's when your brain gets stuck on repeat, going over the same thing again and again, hoping to fix it. But here's the kicker. It doesn't get fixed. It just drains you. And emotionally, the brain treats heartbreak almost like physical pain. Yale researchers actually prove that. The same part of your brain lights up when you get dumped as when you break your leg. No wonder it feels so heavy. Sometimes, if I'm honest with myself, I think maybe I don't even want to let go. Sounds weird, right? But pain becomes familiar. It becomes part of the story I tell myself. I'm the person who got betrayed. I'm the one who failed. I'm the person who always gets left. And if I let that go, who am I then? Weird, right? It's like we'd rather hold on to the pain because at least it's something we know. And then there's this whole thing about closure. Oh man, closure. We love the idea of it. Like, if the person who hurt us just came back and explained everything perfectly, then we could move on, right? But life doesn't work like that. Most people don't give you the apology you want. Most situations don't get tied up with a neat little bow. So at some point, I realized, maybe closure isn't something you get from them. Maybe it's something you give yourself. And when we don't let go, it costs us more than we think. There's stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, and physically, it's brutal. Harvard actually did studies showing that holding on to anger and resentment can lead to heart problems, high blood pressure, and yeah, early death. That's wild. We think we're just thinking things over, but really, we're carrying around emotional bricks in a backpack. And we never put the backpack down. So the question is, how do you actually let go? Because it's not as simple as just deciding, okay, I'm done. Trust me, I've tried that. It lasts about 15 minutes. Letting go isn't a one-time event. It's a practice. For me, the first step is acceptance. And man, that one's tough. Because part of me still wants to change the past, to go back and fix it. But I can't. Acceptance is about facing that reality. It happened. It's over. No amount of thinking will undo it. It's not about liking what happened. It's just about stopping the fight with what's already done. Then there's this other thing, feeling it. Yeah, I know. Nobody likes that part. But a lot of times, I distract myself instead of dealing with what I feel. I scroll. I binge watch something. I keep busy. But emotions don't disappear just because I ignore them. They wait. And when it's quiet, they come back. Sometimes stronger. So I've learned to sit with it. To actually let myself grieve. To cry if I need to write it down. To call a friend. It's messy, but it's real. And then there's forgiveness. Whoa. That word gets heavy fast, right? People think forgiveness means saying, what you did is okay. But no, it's not about that. It's about letting myself out of the prison of replaying the hurt over and over. There's this old saying, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of poisoning myself. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean trusting them again. It just means I'm choosing peace over pain. Another thing that's helped me? Changing the story. We all have these stories we tell ourselves about the past. I failed, so I'm worthless. They left, so I'm unlovable. But what if that's not true? What if that breakup taught me something important? What if that failure made me stronger? I can't control what happened, but I can control the meaning I give it. And that's powerful. So then I ask myself, what's next? Because here's the thing. The past is a place for learning, not living. I don't want to build my house there. So I try to focus forward. What do I want to create now? What's the next thing I want to build? Maybe it's a project. Maybe it's a new friendship. Maybe it's just finally sleeping well again. Whatever it is, it's better than replaying the same old loop. And here's a little reminder I keep coming back to. Be patient with yourself. Healing is messy. Some days I feel fine. Then a random song plays, and boom, I'm back in my feelings. That's normal. It's like a spiral. You keep circling back, but each time you're a little higher, a little stronger. So I try not to beat myself up for still feeling it sometimes. At the end of the day, letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending it never hurt. It just means I refuse to let the past steal my present. I'm not going to keep picking at the same wound. I want to heal. And yeah, I'll have scars, but that's okay. Scars mean I survived. So if you're sitting there right now, stuck in your own loop, just know you're not alone. And you don't have to carry this forever. It's okay to put it down. It's okay to move on. It's okay to choose peace. Thanks for listening. If this helped you, maybe share it with someone else who's stuck in the same place. And remember, the art of letting go is really the art of setting yourself free.